Laura, I looked up your resolution last year. It was stress management.
Oh, no. I fucking failed at that.
Whoops. Chloe, yours was work on your mental health. How did that go? Enough said. Welcome to Millennial, the home of pretend adulting and real talk, and it's our final episode of the year, and we're going big this year. I'm Andrew.
I'm Laura.
I'm Pamela.
And we're joined by our friends and family. We have Chloe here. Hi, Chloe. Welcome back.
Woo!
Chloe still recovering from a party she threw last night.
It was a blast and too many people in my 700 square foot apartment, but
A COVID super spreader event may have just occurred last night in Chloe's apartment.
everyone was vaccinated.
The way you went, I thought you were going to be like something else spread around last night. It wasn't COVID.
Alcohol kills COVID, right? That's how that works.
That's what people hope. I don't know if that's been proven. Anyway, Pat is here. Welcome back, Pat.
Hello. I'm very excited to be back.
We're excited to have you and Mark back. Hi, Mark.
Hello. I'm eating a cookie.
He didn't expect me to throw it to him so quick. Mark and Pat both did come prepared today with some decor. Pat literally brought a Christmas tree into the office for his backdrop, and Mark put a bow on his chest so he looks like a gift.
We also match with the plaid. It looks really cozy in the bottom
Thank
half
you.
of
Thank
the
you. Thank you.
viewfinder. It's really nice.
Major holiday vibes
Yes.
here.
Is my decor not good enough for you, Andrew?
I
or-
noted the party.
He's like, Mark and Pat.
Am I a
great.
joke to you?
No, it's just I don't even know how to describe it.
It's anti-Semitic. That's what it is.
Oh, boy. All right. Yep, this is already going off the rails.
Merry Christmas, y'all.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy birthday to Laura. It's
Aw,
her
thank
birthday
you.
tomorrow, Monday, December 19th.
Yay, happy birthday.
Thank you.
I guess that explains the bow on Mark's chest, actually. Mark is still eating the cookie.
They're good. They're good cookies.
Wait. We have to rewind here. Andrew and Pat sent cookies to everyone,
Oh, right, yeah.
and Mark and I are enjoying them with our coffee. I was going to say this morning, but it's afternoon at this point. We only woke up an hour ago, so.
I don't necessarily recommend eating while podcasting. Nobody wants to hear that, but, get it done in like 10 minutes.
Honestly, I love a good ASMR food video.
No, we already got in trouble once for trying to do ASMR on this show. We're not going to go through that again.
Yeah. See, what I do is when I'm going to be chewing, I mute myself so that people don't hear it.
Where's the fun in that? I want them to really enjoy the experience.
Oh, jeez.
It's like they're here with us.
Yeah, exactly. And plus, you can't send me good cookies and expect me not to eat them. Like, come on, man.
I will tell you, I have no self-control this time of year with cookies. I'm downing them
They're great.
all day, every day.
They're delicious.
It really does. Like every time he passes the table, it's like, oh, grab another.
Yeah, they're so
grab
good.
another.
I have issues.
I have issues.
I just...
Well, we knew that.
So anyway, well, we're going to have a lot of fun today. And it's been another very busy year for Millennial. We had lots of guests on, lots of really great guests. Some just like wrote in and were like, hey, let me help you guys talk about oral health, for example. It was awesome having Nikki on talking about that. We had experts in space and housekeeping and what else, Pam and Laura? Like
Fandom, inflation. We did economics.
Oh, yeah.
Right early on in the year.
Yeah, that's right. We had Kara Perez, right?
Mhm.
That taught me so much, that episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was great.
Yeah, so we've had some great interviews and looking forward to doing that again in the new year. We've already got some ideas for the types of people we can talk to then. And yeah, we had a lot of great discussions this year. And yeah, just had a lot of fun along the way. I know at the start of the year, we read people's listeners' commitments they were making to themselves, the sort of New Year's resolution. So we hope people follow through with those commitments that they made. If you didn't, better luck next year.
You're publicly shaming them.
No. Not specifically, anyway.
Does anyone here remember what their New Year's resolutions for 2022 were? And did you follow through on them? Because I don't remember what I promised to do this year. So I'm pretty sure I didn't do it.
I am probably the same. Yeah. I don't know if I set any, but I will say a few years ago, the last time Mark and I were on for this, I did say I was going to focus on Spanish more, and I have this year.
Nice.
I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
I did Duolingo. I am working on it almost daily. So I am doing it just a few years late.
Oh, that's great.
Your streak is like crazy. I think I saw it in your IG story.
Duolingo said he's in the top 2% of users.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's what it
Right.
was.
Which I don't get that, but
Because you're on it every day. Like literally every day he does it.
I love this because a few years ago, I know Pam, I think you, me, Pat, and then Jewel at the time, our social media manager, before Chloe came into our lives, we all pledged.
Pre-Chloe.
We all pledged to practice our Spanish more. We made a Spanish channel in our Discord, and like, I don't think any of us really ever used it. We should start doing that. I want to do group practice. I was
going to say, Pat, you should let Laura and I know if you ever want to practice, because we'll practice with you.
right.
Mark understands a lot. I just say random things to him all the time and he understands it. But trying to get him to answer me in Spanish is a little bit of a
Yeah, that's the
little
hard
bit
part.
of a effort. Yeah, I mean, understanding comes before production always, which is normal. But I would love it if we got together and did some practice.
Yeah. Well, my big reason for pushing on it this year was because for work, I work with a lot of roofing subcontractors. So being in the Bay Area in California, a lot of them are Hispanic. So it's just easier to be able, like, I want to be able to communicate with them in a way that's not going to stress them out.
Yeah, I love that. Most people don't think that way.
Mm-hmm.
Most people are too self-centered to think that way. So thank you.
Oh, yeah. Thanks.
Laura, I looked up your resolution last year. It was stress management.
Oh no, I fucking failed at that.
Whoops. Chloe, yours was work on your mental health. How did that go? Enough said. Mine was focus. And yeah, a little bit. I have chaotic weeks for sure, but I would like more stability. I think that's an ongoing one. Pam, I don't have one listed for you here. I don't know what happens.
I don't know if I did anything other than this, but I think I already talked on
Pam's
this show.
perfect.
No, I'm
We
definitely
know.
not. I have so
I
much
think
to
so.
work on that I just didn't do a resolution. No, I know that my pop culture one, I already talked about this, was to listen to more country music, and I feel like it was a win because of my Spotify Wrapped. So that was good.
Yeah.
Shout out to Chloe
Okay.
and Pat. They both sent me country music mixtapes too at the beginning of my journey, and that really helped me.
Hell yeah.
Pat, do you like country music?
Yeah, that's what I grew up on.
Pat and I talked a lot about 90s country music, which was probably
We're
the last
starting a
time I
group
was
chat.
so into country music. So that was really fun.
Group chat. It's
Yes.
happening.
90s country is the best country.
It's the best. It's the absolutely.
Pat grew up on a
absolutely.
dairy farm where they make
I did know
Not
that. I
oat
did know
milk.
that.
and we're really into Yellowstone. It's our conservative side.
Just two country boys living in the suburbs of Las Vegas.
I don't say this a lot, Pat, but I grew up riding horses and like on a ranch. So
That sounds cool.
Yes.
a little cowgirl, a little bit. Yeah.
Why don't you say that more often? That sounds cool.
I miss it a lot. Well, like for a while, horse girls like were a meme. They're still a meme.
Oh, they
are.
still are memes.
Yeah. So, and I was full on horse girl. I had a horse. So I got like a little bullied for it. So I don't tell people often, but yeah,
But they're in now.
they're in now. True.
Own it.
But I'm a Western girlie.
Yeah, just own it. If anybody says something, tell me and Pat. We'll handle them.
Hell yeah.
Oh, perfect.
We'll handle them.
Yeah, don't go to me. I'm weak. I
I was going
can't
to say
beat
Andrew's
people up.
staying home.
Speaking of the year ahead, we wanted to tease now that we are putting together a new Patreon tier that's going to have a couple of new benefits that'll give you more access to us and the show. This is going to be a higher level, and we're putting this together because we're looking to supplant advertising funds and focus more on funds and support from listeners. So you can look forward to more details on that in the first episode of 2023. And with that, let's get to our annual gift exchange. So this is a Secret Santa. We drew names a few weeks ago. We're going to take turns opening our gifts, and then once everybody has opened their gift, we will guess who had us. And we've already got the order selected, so Laura, you are up first.
All right, here we go. Excuse the rustling. This came in a plastic Amazon shipping bag.
It's another Amazon Christmas. This also doubles as a birthday gift for Laura this year.
I think this is some kind of something that I can wear because there's buttons on it.
It looks yellow to me. I hope it's a SpongeBob costume.
Oh man, that would be great.
You know I would wear it.
So great.
Andrew got me a Red Panda onesie. Oh my God, it's a onesie.
Oh,
yeah, it's a good onesie.
Collection's growing.
Oh, I'm stealing that. I'm stealing that.
Is it a dinosaur onesie? Is this Reptar?
Is that Reptar?
I don't know. I can't. I mean, it's definitely a dinosaur.
Is it Rexy, your one true love?
That might be it. It might be that it's homage to Rexy.
T-Rex from Jurassic Park.
God.
Oh.
Look at her little head.
That is so cute.
Laura's like, oh, little head. He could not look angrier.
Just pissed at life.
You're gonna look so sexy in that.
So I will absolutely do thirst traps in this onesie. I'm so excited about it. Also, onesies are so comfortable this time of year, y'all. Like, I cannot underscore enough how amazing it is to get something like this time of year. Mark, what do you think my parents will say if I just show up on Christmas Eve wearing this onesie?
They're gonna be like, well, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I was about to say they'll think
Merry
nothing
Christmas.
of it.
Yeah.
What will your mom say?
She'll probably be like, where's Canella? And just push you aside.
I know she loves the dog more.
Mhm.
Look, like it's got little like.
Oh, it does kind of look
little...
like it kind of looks like Reptar with the little things on the back.
It has like Reptar vibes, but I think it's Rexy.
Actually, it kind of the front of it kind of looks like Godzilla.
I know. I was thinking that too.
With the little snoot,
yeah,
little snoot at the front.
The face is a little angry, but I feel like it'd be fun to like boob the snoot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Look at Oh my God, I kind of want to go change into it.
Go
but
change.
I don't want to miss everybody else's gift exchange.
First episode of the new year, you can wear it maybe.
Yeah,
if you wanna...
I'll wear it for the first episode. Here, I'm gonna put
New Year, new Laura.
You don't need to leave the room to change.
Yeah.
You could put a show on for us.
We've been wanting to start our OnlyFans.
There you go.
This is
We've
the
been wanting to.
opportunity.
Okay, all right.
Andrew's like, can we keep it fucking moving?
It's time to move on.
Okay, the good news is I already opened the box while we were talking through Laura's present, so it should go a little bit faster. There's a little note that says Merry Christmas, and then there is, oh my God, this looks so fun. This is Music Genius themed playing cards. I don't know if you guys
Oh,
That's
very
so
cute.
cool.
Love those. And what is this? Oh, a ticket stub diary.
Oh,
That's
that's
so
cool.
fun.
That's so clever.
Yeah,
That's
you know what? I actually
awesome.
I have a ticket stub right here because I was cleaning. So I will put that in there.
That's
Oh,
so cute.
what a good
That's
idea.
This is a ticket to see All Time Low from November 11th, 2009. It's going to go in my ticket stub.
And it's
diary.
still in good shape too.
I know.
Nice.
Well, I kept it in. Look at this. You don't see this anymore. This is a this is how tickets used to come, young people.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
in the envelopes.
In little Ticketmaster envelopes. They're too cheap to do that now.
Okay, my turn.
Andrew's like, finally.
Andrew just wanted to get to his
I know.
present.
And when it gets to his turn, he's like, stop taking so fucking long, y'all.
He's like, yay.
He's like- He's like, why can't we go in alphabetical order? This is bullshit.
The funny
He
thing
made
is
the
he put
order.
the order
I
together.
think he literally made the order.
I did make the order.
Did you randomize or you just chose?
It's based on who he likes the most.
I see.
Okay, I just opened it. Very easy to open. Two very different gifts given to me. First of all, Codenames Disney.
Oh, that's cool.
I love it. I love it.
Ooh.
Codenames is a wonderful card game. And I love Disney. Well, Pat and I both love Disney, so it's perfect. And then on the other side of the spectrum, a light for my toilet. So like
Oh.
the tagline says your toilet will never be the same. Makes any toilet bowl glow.
Oh my God, you're going to be able to see how dirty it is.
I feel
Never dirty.
I didn't realize that you put the top of the onesie on, and when the camera shifted to you, I just see you with the
Dinosaur
head on.
Laura commenting on the dirtiness of Andrew's toilet.
Dude, I fucking love dinosaurs, okay? Whoever did this hit it out of the park.
Was this, I might be wrong, was this on Shark Tank, the light in the toilet bowl?
Sounds like something that would be on there.
Yeah.
There was
Or that
one,
the sharper image would sell.
There was one that was like a disco ball. Does it shift colors?
It has 8 different colors. I don't know if they rotate.
Ooh.
Uh-oh. Looks like you're a gamer now.
So you can set the mood in your toilet.
It has a list of benefits on the back, and one of them is make potty training fun.
All right, let's see. I opened mine too. So I have, this one looks like a shirt. Oh man, it's a really angry red panda playing games. Look at him. Look at him.
I've never seen something so perfect for
Look how
Mark.
cute he is. Look at his mad
That is
little
so
face.
cute.
Oh my goodness. Man, Kenella's going to be so mad at this. She's going to be like, I'm the cute one. You can't be doing
Oh
that.
man,
Have
a
another one.
rivalry between Canella and Red Pandas.
It is a mug. Oh man, it's a mug with the anatomy of a red panda. Oh my goodness. Look at this.
That's
Look how
so
cute that is.
That is very
Wow.
cute.
I love
Oh
that
my
he's doing
goodness.
I love he's doing the Bigfoot pose, like the completely candid,
Yeah.
like look at the that is so cute. Well,
Wow.
I'm gonna have another cup of coffee now.
For anyone who
Another
doesn't
very
know,
thoughtful gift.
Mark loves red pandas. They're
Yes,
his
I
favorite
do.
animal. And for, I think it was your birthday a couple years ago, I
Mm-hmm.
got us tickets at the Chattanooga Zoo to do a red panda encounter experience. So we got to go into the red panda enclosure. We got to feed them. We got to pet them. And they were just the cutest things ever.
They really
so-
like grapes a lot.
Yeah, they do.
I'm not gonna lie to you. We get sent red pandas all the time, and I've started thinking like I'm not sure why I keep getting videos of red pandas.
Oh, on
and
the
now
show.
I know.
At first I thought you meant you actually got sent red panda.
No,
And I was
no,
like,
no,
first
no,
of
like,
all,
videos on social media.
I was about to be like, stop hogging them. Give me one. Like, what's wrong with you?
Well, I will start sending them to y'all. Yeah.
There we go.
Chloe, you are up.
Little box of weed word magnets. I love it. Okay, well,
It's a lot of creativity this year, I must say.
I know.
I have a magnetic fridge and I am obsessed with this. I'm gonna go so ham. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Also really excited to like tear them apart, like, you know, like do that shit's so
That is very
satisfying.
satisfying.
See
Yeah.
that you should make a video about that
Bet.
and post it. And bubble wrap.
Perfect.
Bet.
Okay. Oh no. Well, this one's bubble wrapped, speaking of.
There you go.
Oh no. How do I do this?
Fragile, precious.
Content, ladies and gentlemen, content.
It's a Slytherin grinder. I'm
hell yeah.
Oh,
dead.
wow. That's good. I love that. That's
Dang.
great.
This is the most me thing I've ever seen. And it also is magnetic, which is sexy. Like it closes with a magnet.
Ooh.
I love that my brand is Slytherin and weed.
Pat, Laura, and Mark have never been so jealous of a gift. I don't
Yeah, I
mean-
know.
Right?
I'm like, okay, whoever got this needs to tell me where they got it because I need one.
Do you think that's an officially licensed Wizarding World item?
No, I'm sure it's
Yeah.
not.
It's gorgeous. It's like wood engraving. Laura, we're getting high next week, so I'll use it then.
Yes, I will join you.
All right. And then last but not least, Pat.
Is there a little card? There is a little card. Ooh, enjoy your gift. Secret Santa.
What a card.
Ooh. Hypoallergenic chocolate chip cookie lube.
That's amazing.
Oh,
The
That's
gift
amazing.
that keeps giving.
that sounds like a gift for me too.
It's warming too.
Ooh.
Just like fresh baked cookies.
Yep. Just like grandma's cookies.
Merry Christmas to me. Just like grandma's cookies.
All right, the second one here.
I hope it's more lube.
But what flavor?
If it's not a dildo, this person, come on.
Yeah, miss. Yeah, major miss on that one.
Complete set.
Ooh, Bon Appetit.
Oh,
I love
that's
that.
nice.
Hell yeah.
Wow, we're all such stoners. What the fuck?
I know.
I'm gonna need you to post some recipes
I
on
wanted to try to like make my own weed butter, but it always smells so bad.
It's really
That's what I've
messy.
heard.
I'm like,
too.
yeah, so I'm like, I might try like in an Instant Pot, like put it outside and do it maybe or something like that. I don't know. I got to figure it out. It smells really good.
Oh, you're smelling the lube? Come down here. We'll try it out real quick.
that.
That's where we start the OnlyFans.
OnlyFans. We got to start it. That's
Happy holidays.
And can't send this one to Pat's parents. All right. So, Laura, just briefly give your gift again and then guess who gave it. Oh, we know you're wearing it.
Yeah, it's this beautiful T-Rex onesie, which I'm only wearing the hood of right now. I have been racking my brain thinking of who could have done this. And the reality is that anyone here could have done it because everyone knows that I'm obsessed with dinosaurs. I'm going to guess that it was Mark.
You are correct.
Because
Oh.
we actually have not talked about the Secret Santa exchange at all. So I'm like, maybe he's been really quiet,
Well,
trying
them's the rules.
not
Rules
for
is
me to
rules.
let on to it.
Laura's right?
Yeah, yeah.
That was
me.
you? That was
Oh.
you.
Yeah.
See, I knew
Really,
it.
really, I bought it for me, but I'm like, oh, that's convenient. I can just give this to her for the for the
Right.
secret.
Yeah.
I really love it, babe. Thank you.
You selfish piece of shit.
I mean, I'm a Slytherin. Dun, 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 dun.
That's my boy.
Listen, he says that, but it's usually the other way around.
You
steal
steal
his
his
stuff.
As you should.
Okay, Pam, who do you think got yours?
I also
We've
feel
already
like-
eliminated Mark.
Yeah, I also feel like it could have been a number of people, but I'm going to guess Pat.
Nope.
I just felt like Pat would do a music theme.
Yeah.
I think I did the last one for you.
Maybe that's why.
Let's keep going to keep everybody in suspense. So then you guessed Pat, but it wasn't. I'm going to guess who got me code names and the toilet light. This feels like Laura to me.
Nope, not me.
Nope. Damn it. And Mark, who do you think got you?
I'm gonna guess Pam for that one.
It was me.
Yes.
Correct. All right. 2 correct guesses so far. Chloe, who got you the grinder?
I think it's Pat.
Yes.
Okay. And then Pat, who had you?
Laura.
Nope.
Dang it.
Okay. So, who had Pam for real?
Me.
Oh my gosh. I love it. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. I actually messaged you on the Elfster app being like, do you have like a way to store your old ticket stubs? Because I saw that on Uncommon Goods, excuse me, and was like, this would be perfect for her. But I just wanted to make sure you didn't already have something you were doing that with.
No, they're
So I'm
all
glad
like,
you like it.
in a box or like around, like with a rubber band around them. So there's like nowhere to put them. And this is going to be way better.
Yay.
You're going to
You
have to do a
show
flip
pictures.
through. Yeah, you'll have to do a flip through for us.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Who had me?
I did. And it was a whole
Chloe.
thing. It was a whole thing,
Oh,
Andrew.
why?
So you're getting 3 more gifts in the mail from me in
What?
A couple of weeks because they
3.
weren't going to come on time. Okay, so I had all these ideas and I used Mike as a soundboard, and we came up with some great ideas. And then I bought them, and then they didn't come in time. One of them is an ornament that calls you a national park slut. So that's gonna come in the mail.
Perfect.
But then I went on Amazon and I was like, fun tech stuff, and the toilet thing came up like within the first page. And I'm pretty sure it can flash. So disco toilet.
There you go.
Disco toilet.
And then Codenames was like, I'm obsessed with Codenames and I love board games, as you know.
It's so fun. Yeah, it's so fun. Thank you. And then last but not least, who had... Oh, it must be me. I had Pat. Laura and I both had our frickin' boyfriends. Go figure. Thank you, Elfster.
Not you buying lube. Hello.
I know. I feel like that was kind of self-serving.
Yeah, dirty as fuck.
Well, I was like, I wanted something funny for air. I wanted to get Reese's flavored lube because he loves Reese's, but they didn't have that, so I thought chocolate chip. And then Pat loves to cook, obviously, and he loves smoking too. So I thought that's a perfect idea. So that was also a peek into the personal gift exchanges of the relationships of Laura and Andrew. So
perfect.
And just like Mark, yes, mine was a little self-serving. Mark wanted the T-Rex thing. I wanted the lube, I guess.
Yeah, I'm totally wearing that.
Great job, everybody. That's probably one of the best gift exchanges yet, I would say. Lots of great gifts.
It was really good.
So let's look back at 2022 now. We're each going to share one thing that we think defines the year. When we look back at 2022 in the future, what will be the thing that we think of most? And Laura, what sticks out to you first and foremost?
Yeah, this is predictable, y'all. I'm going to talk about midterms here real quickly, but we've talked about midterms a whole lot on this show, so not going to get super nitty gritty about it. For me, the theme about midterms is that conventional wisdom, historical precedent would have indicated that these midterms were going to go way, way better for the Republican Party than they did. And I think there were a few things that contributed to them underperforming. There was, of course, all of these Trump-endorsed candidates who, for the most part, flopped, which was really great to see. I love watching the Republican Party grapple with this question of Trump. They're still kind of going through it. Additionally, I think there was some direct reaction to the overturning of Roe versus Wade in the summer, or it was actually earlier this year we found out about it. But I think between that, I think between the types of candidates that they put up, there just was not an appetite for conservative politics in the way that you would have expected. For comparison, in Obama's first midterm election, we lost, I think, 60 seats in the House, somewhere around there. And this time around, it was in the teens. So Democrats way overperformed, Republicans underperformed, and that just made me feel better. Because I got so tired of seeing throughout the year all the polling, all of the talking heads, and just all of the expectations that it was going to be a complete bloodbath, and it wasn't. I think on this show, we referred to it. It was like supposed to be a red wave, and it ended up being a red fart. So really happy about that.
A red queef, maybe? No, sorry. That's
Ew.
Queef is the best word. Thank you, Chloe.
You liked it. Don't lie. Don't lie, Andrew.
That's one word that did not rank high in our most used words of 2022 list, I will say.
Well, we got to fix that.
Pam, what will you remember about 2022?
Well, I think one of the biggest news headlines and also pop culture moments was Queen Elizabeth II passing. This is something that we've never seen in our lifetime, like the death of a major monarch, and something even that our parents hadn't really seen. So a really, really big moment for the world. And then in relation to this also, there was just a lot of royal tea between the new season of The Crown coming out and then the Harry and Meghan doc, which we talked about over as part of this month's variety show on Patreon. So lots of really juicy royal news stories if that floats your boat.
Well, mine, I'm calling it the shifts in social media. The year started innocently enough with everyone sharing their Wordle results on Twitter. Do you remember they started creeping in at the end of 2021, like this time last year?
Yeah.
And we would look at them and be like, what the fuck is this thing? I don't care. Scroll past. But yeah, it really took off and it was fun. It was just fun. I think I said earlier this year, one of the brilliant parts about the Wordle tweets is that there wasn't a link promoting Wordle. It was just the results. And if you knew, you knew. And then, of course, before long, everybody knew what the hell those were. So it was kind of a fun period on social media. And then this year, we also had the rise of Be Real. And because of all the Twitter drama, Mastodon rose up, maybe Hive, which had some downtime but is recently back. I don't think those are going to replace Twitter, but they certainly have gotten a lot of attention. There's another one called Post, which there's a waiting list to get onto, but I've heard good things about that as well. So we've seen some new ones or ones that have been around finally get a lot more attention, like Mastodon that's been around for a while. And then, of course, we saw Instagram try to rip off Be Real as we predicted here on the show.
So did TikTok.
Yeah. And then Facebook continued to struggle as Zuckerberg was trying to make VR happen, and he's pouring billions into virtual reality, and the jury is still very much out on if that investment is going to be worth it. It's taking a lot of Facebook's attention away from the good old social media that we actually want.
Yeah, just fix Instagram. Like, that's... Ugh.
Yeah. And fix Facebook. It's bloated. It's a disaster.
Yeah.
And... of course, speaking of Instagram, there were major changes that Instagram tried to implement. Remember, they tried to make the feed. They were testing a feed that worked like TikTok, where you just scrolled up and each video snapped into place. So it acted just like TikTok. People hated it. And they started putting more videos in people's feeds, and people hated that too. So there's been a lot of drama around Instagram, and it's been a tumultuous year for Instagram and social media on a whole. But I will say, I really like this new notes feature on Instagram. I think Pat and I are the only one using it so far.
No, I'm using it.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
I haven't used it at all.
I haven't either.
Because it's basically an away message.
Yeah.
So you swipe over to your Instagram inbox, and then you see at the top another carousel, like your stories, and you can post a status with a limit of 60 characters. So people have just been writing stuff like it's like 2004, like BRB, text the cell, or people have been putting emo lyrics, like I posted, "Wake me up inside" yesterday.
Hey, that's my thing.
Everybody and their mom doing ASL.
Yep.
Sex location.
It reminds me of the good old days of social media. It's just simple and stupid. People are posting the most random, needless shit. It reminds me of the early days of Twitter. I wish it wasn't in this carousel. I wish it was in a list sort of like Twitter. But it's fun so far. I posted 2 days ago, "There's no I in team, no you in tomorrow," which is a line from the Santa Claus TV
Oh
show.
my God.
Oh my God.
Just random as fuck.
Oh man.
Make social media stupid again.
That's what I'll remember 2022 for, a tumultuous year in social media. Mark, how about you?
So I have a something nice, something funny, and something nice sandwich. So the nice layer is, after 25 years, our boy Ash Ketchum finally became the very best, like no one ever was. He finally won the world championship. It was very emotional. Pikachu came in clutch, and literally, like, Pikachu was about to pass out, and you see every Pokemon Ash has ever caught, like, help Pikachu up. So, like, OG Squirtle's there
cry
with the shades. People were weeping. They were weeping. Like, you had Bulbasaur, Butterfree, like, all of the OG Pokemon. So that was great.
The only ones that matter.
The original
Right, exactly.
150.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, got
It was like his Charizard, like his Mankey, like all the random ones that, oh no, my bow, that everybody forgot about. But yeah, like it was very cute. And like it's stuff like that where I'm like, if this kid can try at this for 25 years, because time isn't a thing apparently, there's hope for all of us. We got it.
I know.
If Ash can do it, we can all do it. Whatever that is.
If he can stay the same age for 25 years, so can we.
Oh, absolutely.
Get Botox, everyone.
Right. I'm not going to get into the lore of that because that's the whole thing, but maybe another time. So the second thing is the slap heard around the world. Man, so that was very shocking. I woke up to that tweet or whatever, and I was very confused. I was like, is this real? It in fact was real. And the memes from this were just beautiful.
I almost got Millennial
Yeah,
canceled because of that meme.
Really?
Yeah, and MuggleCast. Uh-huh.
Did you guys see the Miss Piggy one where it's like
it's Kermit.
It's the Kermit, it's the two those two critics in Muppets, the one that always the two old guys. They say something about Miss Piggy and you see and it's Kermit furiously climbing up the rafters to get to them. And they just put the Will Smith audio over it.
That's incredible.
Oh,
yeah, it'll be very interesting to see if Will Smith's career is able to recover or how long it will take. We do see celebrities make a comeback.
He's already promoting a new
He'll be
movie.
fine.
Yeah.
He'll be fine.
Emancipation's getting good reviews so
It
far.
is.
Like,
Yeah.
But are people going into theaters to see it?
Well, nobody's really going to theaters at all, so
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's on Apple TV, isn't it? I think
it
it's
is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
I don't know. Well, I mean, he's been banned from the Oscars. He can't go to the Oscars for what, 10 years?
Yeah, that's not going to ruin his career, though.
I don't know if I agree.
He's going to be fine.
He'll be fine in time, but
watch, there's going to be coverage of his own bloated Oscars party. Like, that'll happen.
And also, it's not like he was like balling out of control anyway. His career was kind of on the downswing anyway. Like, it'd be one thing if he was like top dog and then this knocked him off, but he's been like, what was the last thing he had? Like, what was that movie with young Will Smith and old Will Smith?
Oh, that they recut the trailer for like 50 times.
What about King Richard? I mean, that was a really big deal.
Yeah, that was last year.
That was.
That's why he was there.
Yeah, that was a pretty big deal. I forgot about
that.
Or
this year.
Gemini Man, that was that movie. The movie where it's like they CG edit him to be younger, and it looks real weird. Yeah, King Richard, that was a good one though. I forgot about that. But all right, so then the last one, Gwendolyn Christie, in a interview on Wednesday, the Wednesday series, revealed that her role as Larissa Weems was the first role she played in where she felt beautiful, and I feel like that was very, very sweet, and I'm very happy for her. I'm here for it because, like, she was Brienne in Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think she was fine in that. She did a great job. But like, if you guys have seen Wednesday, like, she is given, she did a great job. She's given like really like I'd say 50s pinup
her
kind of
outfits
vibes. Man,
so
man,
good.
they were awesome. They were very, very much Lady Dimitrescu vibes, Resident Evil, if you know, you know. But yeah, it was. She was doing a great job, so I'm happy for her. I think that it's very good that we're getting to a place where people feel more comfortable, you know, and are able to be like be able to look at a role and be like, "Damn, I look hot." Like, good for you.
Well, she's so tall too. Anytime you are outside the mold of what Hollywood considers traditionally beautiful, it's really hard to feel beautiful. Although I will say that I've seen Gwendolyn Christie in person, and she is stunning. Very quickly, I will say that I didn't realize I was standing next to her, and I just knew I was standing next to someone tall, so I wasn't trying to like stare or anything. But we ended up powdering our noses next to each other at the Golden Globes. But she was like,
"You're so cool."
She was so sweet, and she is so beautiful, and yeah, I want all good things for her.
What a sentence, Pam. We powered our nose
During the Golden Globes, you know.
I know. Get out of here.
Well, the after party, but you know.
Then I had some caviar. You know,
Then I took my place with the plebeians behind the red velvet robe.
Yeah, you're a better person than me. I would have been gawking the whole time. I would have been like, "Oh my goodness, it's you."
Oh, that's a good pick, Mark. Chloe, what will you remember the year for?
The way you framed this at the beginning, you were like, what has really like changed the makeup of the world this year? And I'm like,
yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I'm going for.
Yeah,
it's a tough question, but
I'm like, the Try Guys.
Big story, though.
Not the Russia's war.
I never thought the Try Guys would be a household name, to your point.
True. So true. I will follow the Try Guys to the ends of the earth. I love them beyond. And I was glued to my screen when this story broke. It was like 2 a.m. and I was like, holy shit, this is happening. This is real. Ned Fulmer cheated on his wife, who he made his entire profit off his entire relationship, which is crazy. But yeah, no, that was like the story that I followed religiously and probably knew before anyone else what was going on. And I was really, really in it. I will say though, I have a lot of hot, maybe bad takes on Millennial, but this is probably my worst take. And it's that the Try Guys were funnier with Ned. Like, I'm sorry, but it's so true. Like, Ned brought this like sassy, mean energy, and like now we know that it like was real, but like the meanness. But I think that it was really a great dynamic. And like I said, I'll follow them forever. But it is sad that it's like an end of an era, and also sad that Ned turned out to be a piece of shit. But
yeah, Ned was always my favorite too.
He was so funny, and I really liked his particular comedy on Try Guys. But
yes,
now we know that I think he's still cheating, like from what we know.
What?
Yeah, he's like still with the other girl, not his wife. Yeah, there's a lot of speculation, but yeah, he got caught having sex with this girl in a car in a park after the story broke.
Wow.
What? Get a hotel, idiot.
Yeah, like you're a teenager who can't afford to get a hotel. Like what?
Yeah.
Chloe, have you followed the supposed beef between the Try Guys and the Ghoul Boys?
Absolutely. I'm a big YouTube girly. Like, I love YouTube.
Okay.
Big YouTube girly.
I am. I mean, it's very Gen Z of me, but yeah.
It did rock the internet. I think this is a good choice because of
Twitter has
how
never been hotter.
Shocking it was. All right, Pat.
For me, I did not follow it because I really could care less. But the Johnny Depp Amber Heard shit, like that trial went on forever. The fact that people were standing outside of the courthouses, the taunting both sides. I mean, mostly taunting Amber. I mean, we learned like shitting the bed is a whole different meaning now.
Mm-hmm. It was so icky.
Yeah, it was. But I agree that this is an important cultural touch point because at this point in time, and Mark, you and I talked about this quite a bit, it really felt like this reckoning of how we talk about abuse and who can be abused and how, you know, abuse doesn't necessarily look the way that Hollywood, you know, conditions us to think that it looks. And it's just like a continued conversation following up on the Me Too movement. And there were definitely, I think, some setbacks that came out of some of the conversations because of this trial and because of Depp and Heard's super toxic relationship that became even more apparent through this. So I think it's great that you called it out here.
Yeah, like they were both, in my opinion, both so at fault and in different aspects of their relationship. So it was like, it just went on so long.
I know. And it felt so personal. I think that was the thing that was so
I cannot believe it got
like,
approved to be broadcasted nationally.
Yeah,
that was disgusting, that decision, in my opinion.
I mean, in my opinion, nothing like that ever needs to be broadcasted, no matter who it is.
Yeah. Unless it's Judge Judy, then okay. That's okay.
Can you imagine if they'd gone on Judge Judy?
Man, I would have watched the shit out of that. Are you kidding me? Because Judy does not fuck around.
Then you would have known they were both broke if they had to go on Judge Judy.
Right. Well, getting into some honorable mentions real quick. Pat, actually, you wanted to mention Renaissance from Beyonce.
Yes.
Very good album. Yes, that's all that needs to be said. The Don't Worry, Darling drama.
Oh, yeah.
It just went on for a really long time, and it was a crazy moment in internet history following all of the developments.
I still don't fully understand it.
Me neither.
I can send you my in a nutshell rundown if you can.
Please do. I would welcome it.
I just started copying and pasting like a primer.
Oh,
like I started keeping it on my phone. No, because people were like, what's going on? I was like, okay, let me just like write this out once and then I'll send it off anytime someone asks.
Yeah, please send me that.
Efficient. I like it.
We had the Prime Minister drama over in the UK.
The lettuce.
Yeah.
The lettuce.
Liz Truss and
the lettuce.
I'll miss that lettuce. That head of lettuce. Adam Levine sexting.
Oh,
that was a pretty
God.
big one. I mean, people were making fun of that for a while. Like classic.
Everyone was cheating in 2022. It was the year of the cheater.
Apparently.
Year of the cheater.
I totally missed that, by the way, until this doc. Like I was like, what? And
You
I
are
looked it up.
so hot.
I looked it up and I was like, what the fuck? What?
He was in my friend's DMs. He was down.
Oh
he was
my-
down bad.
Ooh.
Oh my
Mhm.
God.
There was, and this is more recent, the AI chatbot and the image bots as well. Those have been rising in popularity. They got very, very, very good this year, and we might do an episode on that in the new year. We also were blessed with Taylor Swift's Midnights.
Yes, we were.
I know at least half the panel was very excited about that. Kim K wore a Marilyn Monroe dress. Heidi Klum went as a worm.
Oh, that made me, when I saw pictures, I literally wanted to vomit. I was floored by how good it was. If anyone
It
hasn't
was
seen
very
that,
good.
look up Heidi Klum as a worm.
She looks like
content
something
warning,
straight
though.
out of Dark Crystal.
Yeah, content warning though.
Her face, like on the worm where her face was, she looked like that that
Horrifying.
person from Doctor Who.
Yes.
Like the last
Yes.
Oh my
human
God,
who was
Cassandra
stretched out.
moisturize me.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh my
that's
God.
what they like.
My friend literally said that earlier today. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, this is like this looks really familiar. I wonder where. I'm like, oh, there it is.
But of those two things, if I had to care about one more, I care about Heidi Klum because anything the Kardashians do, I don't give a shit if she looked great.
Well, I don't care about Kim Kardashian. I care about
the
Marilyn Monroe's dress.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but like she only did it just to get more attention. Like, go away, just go.
Yeah.
Bye.
Whoa.
I think people were upset about that because I guess there was some damage done to the dress.
Let Marilyn rest. Let her rest. She went
Yes.
she went through the worst of the world, if I'm honest. So
But let me tell you, I watched all of the videos of Heidi getting ready. I watched all the makeup stuff. Like I sat there and I was like, I am going to
me too, boo boo. I was there.
watch everything.
I was in it.
So we'll get to some 2023 predictions in a moment, but first just wanted to plug what's happening on Patreon this week. Pornhub did a 2022 year in review. It was an exhaustive list of analysis of who's watching what types of porn. So detailed. And we're going to dive into the nitty-gritty in After Dark this week on our Patreon. There's some shocking stuff.
Yeah.
There's a state-by-state breakdown. There's like an age bracket breakdown. So much fun stuff.
Andrew, for next year, what you need to get me one of those big numbers boards so I could do a breakdown. Just like the
Steve
election.
Steve Kornacki.
Yeah. I'll be like Charlie Day with his like red string board.
Perfect.
We're seeing a ton of daddy porn in Miami-Dade County coming in
It's
right
like
now.
we see a lot of femdom porn here. Great job on
the
getting
women's
that
power
representation here.
power
Yeah,
movement.
representation here. Excellent job. If we circle this back to 2018, it's a huge rise. Like I have a whole thing planned. Just hook me up with that board, and I'm ready. I'm ready to go.
Hand job viewer numbers spiking quickly.
Yep.
That is
Over in
psycho. I saw that and I was like,
Clark
what the
County.
fuck?
But yeah, we want to talk about it because there really is, we can talk about trends and themes all we want, but there is nothing more truthful about people than their porn search trends. So
They don't lie.
they
don't lie.
really don't lie.
So we'll talk about this. And because we're going to be off for a couple weeks, we will be releasing this installment of After Dark in the main feed next week. So patrons will be getting it first, and then the public will be getting it in another week or so. We're going to release it right before New Year's. So everybody will get to enjoy that. So let's move to some 2023 predictions. But before we do that, let's look at some of the predictions we made last year that ended up being correct. Laura, you predicted that a fourth dose or a second booster would be rolled out in summer 2022. I think that was pretty much spot on.
Yeah, I think it was late summer 2022 when people started becoming eligible. I think most of us were not eligible until the fall. But yeah, I would give this one a thumbs up.
Yeah. Another one that I think was pretty accurate. You said Georgia will again be one of the most exciting states to watch in the midterm elections.
Yeah, with the Warnock, of course, at the time, last year, we didn't know he was going to be running against Herschel fucking Walker. But, you know, there was that, there was Warnock's reelection, and there was also the rematch between Stacey Abrams and Brian Kemp, which we know that didn't go the way we were hoping it would, but ultimately really happy that Warnock won his reelection and kept his Senate seat, getting us up to that 51, baby.
Yeah. And this one wasn't right, Laura, but it was pretty close. I'm honestly impressed. You predicted that Joe Manchin would switch party affiliation. He didn't, but Sinema did.
Yeah, his fellow chaos twin in the Senate ended up pulling this just about a week ago.
Yep.
So, yeah, shout out Kirsten Sinema, you fucking suck.
We did. We literally
Laura's
tweeted at
holiday
her.
Message to you.
We tweeted at her that she sucked from our account, so I hope she saw it.
Now, Chloe, you predicted that the queen would die.
I know. I killed
Chloe
the queen.
killed the queen.
Chloe killed the queen. I know.
God save the queen, it goes.
I'm just that anti-monarchy, okay?
But yes, Pam said before, it was a very big event. And Pam, you had also said, this is the queen we grew up with. It was the queen most people in the world grew up with. She reigned for, 70 years?
Yeah.
It's just stunning how long she had been in that position.
And how long she lived. So, listen, I think anyone would have made this prediction.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a psychic, but yeah.
Well, speaking of that, and not to be flippant with death, but Pam, you had predicted that Betty White would live to see another year. That's how it was written down in the doc, which is super interesting because she died right, on New Year's Eve, right?
The real queen, by the way.
Yeah.
Pam, what happened there? Why did you get this prediction wrong?
My optimism got the better of me.
One of the crazy things with that was that, what was it, People Magazine? They had published
I think that
a new
jinxed
issue.
it. They shouldn't have published it early. And I know that it's because of the way that the print schedule is set up, but they shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, it was like Betty turns 100 and then
They did
she
it
died
early.
before she
Yeah.
turned 100. Yeah.
I think she did it for the comedy. Personally,
She might have.
think she was prepared for
"I'm
all
ready."
of that. Yeah, she did all of the pre-work for that 100th birthday publicity and was like, I'm gonna get these fuckers, and peaced out.
Yeah. I saw a story the other day. Her house was bulldozed. The house that she lived in.
Yes.
Like the person that bought it just tore down.
Tearing it down and just building a new one.
I'm not
that
even
seems like an important
surprised.
house to keep up at least for a year after she died, you
Yeah.
motherfuckers.
Who
It's
did
also
this?
wasteful.
The new owners
Also
of the
some
house.
developer who wants to put in a really ugly house. I hope Betty haunts them.
Right?
Yeah, really.
That would be such a fun ghost to live with. Man.
I was
Oh my
about to say,
God,
I would
right?
like to be
Oh.
haunted by Betty White.
Right?
Mhm.
Man. That'd be
Haunt
awesome.
me, baby. Haunt me up. So let's turn to our 2023 predictions now. And by the way, we made other predictions last year, but they weren't right. So we're going to pretend they never happened. Let's turn to 2023 predictions now. Each of us can make up to 3 2023 predictions.
Nice.
See what I did there? Laura. Dino Laura.
Yes. So mine is, of course, political. I can't help myself. I think the Supreme Court is going to rule that the Biden administration did not overstep its legal authority with its student loan forgiveness plan. I have some reasons that I feel this. First of all, they took up the case and they're going to be hearing it pretty early. They're going to be hearing the arguments in February. We won't know how they come down on this case until the summer, unless it leaks like it did with the Roe v. Wade decision. But Amy Coney Barrett actually turned down 2 prior requests from opponents of the program to block it earlier this year. And just calling out that even though, she, Kavanaugh, and Gorsuch are Trump appointees, they have proven to be wild cards sometimes. Not saying that they've always come down on the side we hope they would, but there have been times where they haven't been totally in line with the agenda. And also calling out the case is actually going to Kavanaugh first. So he could either act alone on this or he could present it to the full court. So there are, I think, a lot of opportunities for this ruling to go in favor of proponents of student loan forgiveness. Now, with that, I'm going to add a caveat here. Even though I think this is going to happen, I think the student loan repayment pause is going to be extended again. It is currently set to expire 60 days from June 30th, or when a decision is announced and released, whichever comes first. I think that even if the Supreme Court rules in the administration's favor, there are still going to be other legal challenges that come from various states that the program is going to have to overcome. So I think the pause is going to be extended again beyond June 30th.
Okay, well, you made some accurate political predictions last year, so I'm inclined to believe your predictions this year.
Yeah, it's been extended so many times, too, at this point that it's like a meme.
It really is.
And it's your birthday tomorrow, so I have to just kind of not pick on you.
And hey, if I'm wrong, you can call me out on the show next year.
Perfect.
If you're wrong, we'll ignore the predictions again, just like we are this year.
No, I know what'll happen. If I'm wrong, then you're going to be like, Laura, how could you get this wrong?
Yeah.
No.
It's a pretty sad thing to get wrong, though. Hopefully you are right, Laura.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to be optimistic.
Pam, what are your predictions?
My one prediction is that we'll get Taylor Swift's Speak Now, Taylor's version in the spring or in the summer. So not early, because I think that she's still going to be riding on the wave of the success of Midnights. But I have a feeling by spring or summer, she'll be ready to release that.
Absolutely.
Okay.
100%, 1000% agree.
Well, one of my wrong predictions last year was that the former host of The Price is Right, Bob Barker, would die. And I take no joy in predicting this. I used to love Bob Barker on The Price is Right. He's an iconic game show host. However, he just turned 99 years old, and I just feel like his time is coming. I love you, Bob.
The fact that you keep predicting he'll die is kind of funky. It's like you want him to die.
He just wants to be right, because at some point he will.
I like the dark humor.
You have to take a break. You have to be like one year you can predict it. You have to take a year off, and then you do it another time.
At this point, Andrew's just manifesting. It's not predicting.
Yeah, because if you do it every year, you're gonna be right.
Maybe, assholes, by predicting he's going to die, I'm actually keeping him alive. Did you ever think about that? You ever think about that?
It's like reverse Uno rules.
Right?
I quit. I'm triggered.
Okay, here's one that's about me. I am predicting I will die. No, I am predicting I will go to a minimum of 8 Bruce Springsteen concerts in 2023. And this isn't an easy prediction for me to make because we don't know what the back half of the year is going to look like tour-wise. So I really don't know. I'm feeling like it's going to be like at least 5. It's probably going to be around 8 to 10.
I didn't know we were making self-predictions.
I just thought it'd be fun to look back at this next year because I've been to like 30. So I want to see if I can anticipate.
That is an alarming amount.
Alarmingly low. Yes, I agree. And then my final prediction is that there will be a UFO sighting, the likes of which we have never seen before.
Ooh, I like that one. Spicy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here
Yeah.
for it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, y'all want to know something? Pat, I haven't even told you this yet.
Ooh.
When I was walking Brooklyn a few nights ago, I saw a shooting star.
Oh,
that's sweet.
So nice.
That's very nice.
It was a good one too.
I wonder if it's the same one I saw out the window.
Hey, this is my moment with the shooting star. Stop.
He's like, shut the fuck up.
What'd you wish?
I didn't wish anything because I was like, oh my God, this is my moment. What do I wish? What do I wish? What do I wish? And then I didn't think of anything.
Just like that shooting star.
Brooklyn's like, I want a bunch of pepperonis.
Oh, yeah, maybe he wished for something in that moment, unless he was peeing and missed it. But okay, Mark, so what are your predictions?
So the first one is I think Nintendo will announce a new Switch, whether it's like a Switch Pro or a Switch 2, because honestly, hardware wise, the Switch is lacking right now. Like it was already grossly under like teched, like under spec'd out compared to like the PS4 when it came out. And the Switch came out after the PS4 and it was way less powerful, which it is a handheld. So like I get it, but our phones right now are more powerful than a Switch. Like your iPhone has more processing power than a Switch does.
Maybe I
so
should hold off. I was gonna get one, but
honestly, yeah, I would actually hold off at least till summer.
Okay.
Like at least till E3. They'll probably, if they're going to announce something, it'll be during the summer.
Okay.
But I think there has to be something, because like Pokemon that just came out was great. It's a great game, but it is chugging. Like when you try to play that game, it's based like my Switch sounds like it's about to explode.
I'm trying to be a gamer girly, but I'll wait. I'll wait then. If you think
Join us.
And with Zelda coming out, the hope is that they would release a Switch Pro around the same time.
Exactly.
So we see a better version of Zelda, looks better and all that. Because like Zelda looks good, but it could look so much better.
Yes.
And it's because Nintendo's the Switch, like Mark's saying, it's just not that powerful. Hogwarts Legacy is coming out for Switch in July. It's going to look like shit compared to PS5.
I was going to buy a Switch for Legacy. Problematic, I know, because we're not trying to support that anymore.
Canceled.
But I can't believe it's not coming out for like 5 months.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Don't waste your time.
Yeah.
If you're going to buy a system just for Hogwarts Legacy, at least buy a PS4.
No, I mean,
think.
like, I would have enjoyed, like, the Mario games, because I really like, you know, like, the Mario universe and stuff. For, like, yeah. So I was like, I'll do that. I'll get the Switch. I'll play Hogwarts Legacy. I'll get the Super Mario Brothers stuff, and it'll be a good time, but...
So the second one, my second prediction is Spider-Man 2 will get Game of the Year, because Spider-Man 1 just cleaned up at the Game Awards when it came out. And Spider-Man 2 has Miles in it, and people love Miles, and Peter's coming back, and it has Venom. So like, and the game, like some people who have seen like some of the early gameplay say that it's even better than the original PS4 Spider-Man, and it's going to be made for PS5. So it's going to look gorgeous. So I don't see how it's not going to do well. So yeah. I'm here for it. It's coming out fall. When I fall 2023, so that'll be fun for sure. Well, the last one I'm going to add on is I personally am going to predict that I'm going to go to at least 5 Street Fighter 6 tournaments.
At
least 5.
I mean, that's
at least 5.
That's like a self-fulfilling prophecy.
That's like me saying I'm going to go to at least 1 Taylor Swift concert.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I want to speak it into existence, and you guys can keep me accountable.
Amazing.
Okay.
All right.
I wrote it down.
Okay, thank you.
I think that after the year that Insta has had, it's going to have a comeback in 2023. We're going to be back on Instagram. We're not going to be feuding. I like personally don't want to be feuding with Instagram anymore. Like, I am sick of it. It's my job. I just want them to do well. So I'm predicting and manifesting partially for myself.
I believe you.
Thank you. Thank you. I also think Miley Cyrus and Pete Davidson are going to date. I don't know how the fuck they haven't yet. They're like perfect for each other. And Pete Davidson has like that W Riz. So for sure, Pete and Miley in 2023. And also going to be my top ship. And then my third super chaotic prediction is that Ron DeSantis will announce his presidency, and then to combat him, Gavin Newsom will then run as well, and it'll be a very right and very left like battle if they both get the nominations. I think they were both lying about being governors the whole time. I don't believe them at all.
Oh, 100%. I mean, DeSantis wouldn't even answer the question.
Right. I was going to say, I think that Gavin's the only one who actually said he was
and he's lying. I think he's lying.
I hope you're wrong, and because I don't think it's a smart move.
I agree.
I don't think so. Yeah. So I'm going to say you're wrong because I want to will that into existence.
Another prediction from Pam.
Chloe's wrong.
just about Gavin. I need Gavin to hold his horses for until like Biden finishes his term.
Okay. And actually, Pat, your first one ties in here.
Yeah, so I am going to be optimistic politically here and say that Trump's shit is finally going to catch up with him, and something will happen where he will legally not be allowed to run, which will then allow Biden to be like, me neither. And then we will have a fresh slate of people. And I'm going to guess that we will have a minimum of 3 out and proud LGBTQ plus people running, at least 3, if not more.
I love that.
Awesome.
Who will say we are going to run for president. Pete maybe being one of them again.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
I will add on to that. The January 6th committee is going to be passing out some indictments tomorrow, which, on my birthday feels very apropos. I don't know if we'll hear about them tomorrow, but they are coming tomorrow. I'm hoping we're going to hear about them tomorrow. Would love if Trump was one of them.
And I'm going to tack on a prediction here. I'm going to predict that Bob Barker is going to come out as gay, announce he's running for president, and then die.
And then die.
And then everyone's going to say that was homophobic.
Yep.
You've been anti-Semitic and homophobic this episode, Andrew. How do you feel?
You only got one strike left. Be careful.
Just going to add some misogyny for a little bit of spice.
I'm going to reset over our break. I'm going to cleanse myself. I'm going to find Jesus.
My next prediction, which is also lofty because impending recession, hopefully not, but we never know. But I think a lot of good moves are going to be made when it comes to green energy this next year. The fact that like new solar that's coming out is able to produce way more than it was just a few years ago. Energy storage is becoming a huge thing and huge initiatives for it with like Tesla's Powerwall. Generac has their own version of a Powerwall to store energy in your homes. There is ongoing stuff right now to build wind farms out off the coast of California. And the whole stuff last week about the nuclear fusion or whatever that they're trying to do, I don't think that's going to go anywhere. It uses too much energy for whatever it produces.
It uses energy to make more energy, though, than it took to create the energy. So that's the breakthrough.
Like a half a kilowatt more. Like it's nothing.
Yeah.
It's some movements, but like with the way, like if the economy goes where it is, not a lot of people are going to get solar and stuff. They won't be able to afford it. But it's hopeful, especially when just last week, the Keystone pipeline had a leak. Shocker, oil pipeline leaks. So I think like having that environmental like disaster happen recently, I think is going to push more people, especially now BP is now funding electric vehicle charging, which the fact that an oil company is funding electric vehicles and charging, I think is a huge game changer for that.
And we've seen so many car companies in the last year commit to creating EVs by within the next 10 years. It is the future. It's so much cheaper to power a car with electricity, especially at home. And I think once people start realizing that, then they will move that way.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm also really proud of like a lot of the American car companies too, because they're usually really late to the party on EV stuff. But they've been like Ford's already committed by like 2025 or something to have their entire like flagship line all be electric, like electric Bronco, electric F-150.
The second the electric Bronco comes out, your girl is buying one.
Those Broncos are cool. I like those things.
They are cool.
Yeah.
Apparently, apparently Chevy is bringing the Camino back, the El Camino, and they're making it. They're going to make it tribrid. They're going to make it a hybrid with plug-in capabilities. And I'm like, dude, that's a great idea. Great idea. But
My last kind of chaotic prediction, because I hate Ben Affleck, is that Bennifer will divorce.
I agree. +1.
They got married in Vegas this year.
Yes. And it will not last.
It won't last. Okay.
Poor Jen, but yeah.
Okay, those are our predictions. They are locked in, and we will revisit the correct ones next year.
None of them are correct.
If you want to hear, I mean, obviously go back. We make these predictions in the final episode of each year. So just go back if you want to hear all the predictions. It can be fun to listen back to all of that in hindsight. So that is our episode today. My final words for 2022 are, well, you weren't as bad as 2020 and 2021, but you weren't super sexy either. I'm thinking of how inflation didn't fall as much as we had hoped. And obviously there were some horrible things that happened this year and are ongoing, like the war in Ukraine. But I don't know, it felt a little better than the past 2 years coming out of COVID. So
I think it's sexy when you use sexy the way that I use sexy.
I used it just for you, actually. That was
sexy.
I'm going to say for 2022 that my concept of time is still really fucked up after the pandemic. So 2022 has felt like a year that kind of blends with the previous 2 years. It has shown some pretty significant improvements over the last couple of years. I will say it's the first year that I feel like I got to experience more regular normalcy since the pandemic, which I really appreciate. But I also feel like if the 2020s were a TV series, that 2022 would be the filler season. It's like the season where the writer's room was like, we don't have any ideas for what to do, so let's just do a bunch of chaotic shit. Yeah, Russia, go ahead and invade Ukraine. Elon buys Twitter. The Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial, the Try Guys stuff. It's just felt like so much random, shitty people committing to chaos, and I'm over it.
Yeah. Bring back monkeypox.
Bring back.
Make everyone go home again. We gotta start this shit over.
Whatever happens to the murder hornets, man? Like that just went.
That never happened.
That plot line went nowhere.
Come on, media, scare us again about the murder hornets.
Like, come on.
I'm just thinking of clipping "Bring Monkeypox Back" for chaos.
He's gonna get canceled by the gays.
Pat's canceled.
It is nice to kind of put all these events into a container that is a year.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like it's nice to look back and be like, the year of the murder hornets, the year of monkeypox and the slap and all that. And it's amazing to think back on, like, we were talking about this on MuggleCast, the big Harry Potter reunion. That was this year. That was January 1st that came out. Yes.
Jeez.
It feels like a lifetime ago, but that's a perfect example because that happened almost 365 days ago, and yet it feels like forever ago. So just so much happens in every year, and it's hard to comprehend.
This year was my most unhinged yet, and I look forward to 2023 being even more unhinged. Also, it was my first full year with Millennial.
Yay!
And I just wanted to say, like, I love this community. Not to be mushy, I just want to thank everyone for welcoming this Zillennial with open arms. I don't use that word enough, but I love y'all.
Yeah, everyone loves you.
I almost got you a sweatshirt that said Zillennial.
Oh my God, hot. I'll buy it for myself. Oh, I can make that shit, actually.
There you go.
All right. Well, make sure you are following the show in your favorite podcast app so you never miss an episode, and leave us a review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. If you have any feedback, you can always write to millennialshow@gmail.com, or you can use the contact form or anonymous confessional on millennialshow.com. And you can follow us on social media run by Chloe.
Do it.
Millennial Show on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And then over on TikTok, we are Millennial Pod. Yeah, so I think that does it. Thanks, everybody, for another great year. We really, Chloe is sharing some nice words about working with us. And here's some nice words about our listeners. Thank you so much, listeners, for supporting us over another year. We really appreciate you, whether it's supporting us through listening or Patreon or subscribing via Apple Podcasts now, or leaving a review, telling a friend about the show, supporting our advertisers. It all makes the world of Millennial go round. It's just this crew who makes the show happen. There's nobody else working behind the scenes secretly. No ghostwriters, no producers. It's just us doing our thing. And cheers to another great year ahead.
Love
Thanks,
it.
y'all.
Pat, Mark, Chloe, thanks for joining us today. Pat and Mark are going to stick around for After Dark to talk porn.
Yep.
And I'm a virgin, so I'm going to log off.
Oh, wow.
My virgin ears.
Pat, pop open that bottle of lube. We're going to need it for today's After Dark.
Let me go change it to that 1-0 real quick. I'll be right back.
Thanks, everybody. Happy New Year. Bye, everybody.
Happy holidays, y'all.
Bye.